It's a series that Philly leads 88 wins to New York's 86. But they have dominated since 2008. The Eagles have defeated the Giants 21 times. And they go for number 22 next.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at the Eagles, they've got to be thinking, hey, we've got a good chance to be successful here running the football.
No doubt about that, because that has to be their mindset. It should be their mindset. This is one of the better rushing offenses in the league, and they're squaring off against a team that's not at all strong on the other side of the ball. So this could be one where we see this offense try to impose their will through the trenches, and in fact, they should.
Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here's Dante Pettis on the return, and he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Giants ready to go work on offense, and leading him out, their third-year quarterback from Duke, Daniel Jones.
And it'll be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing, Jones. Open man right side is Ingram. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Jones to Galladay there for a Giant first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. This is Shepard on the catch. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Jones and Shepard with a connection there for Giants 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Looking for his receiver. Sharp, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got it.
They did get off. They're going to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Pettis now on the return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season. But some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL might say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton. They look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Well, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow. Hey, but he's having a great year, not to take anything away from him. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 1st down Giants. Jones to Ingram.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking out that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. Kenny Galladay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led by a longtime starter in the NFL in his 14th season, a former Super Bowl MVP, and that's Joe Flacco.
And what a bounce back from the knee injury he suffered in the 2015 season. Not the most nimble, most mobile quarterback, but he never was. He's really a throwback to those quarterbacks who played out of the pocket in the days gone by.
Throwing here on first down, Flacco. Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, he gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
The numbers for Sanders last week, just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in that contest, didn't he?
He did indeed. Some very long runs, and that total, scary. Right back to Sanders on first down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Ertz has it left side. And he's got this down to the 35.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
What's the deal, y'all? Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. And nowhere to fit that football man. It's knocked away and incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10. Flacco once more. Flushed out.
Oh, crap.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. A heck of a Getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. Man, those numbers from last week, what do you call a game like that? Monumental? A career game?
Yeah, every one of those adjectives you can pull up. Monumental, mammoth, massive. But you also know that he wants another one just like it in this game. He doesn't plan on slowing down.
Man, if he duplicates that, that would be history. Flacco right back to work after the pick six. A quick throw, but incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. That'll bring it second down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
On second down now. It's Sanders.
He's going
to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing
Dropped it.
If they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage.
What am I doing?
They're trying to get it to his tight end, Rodgers, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Sanders, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 27, Flacco. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Operating off play action, Flacco. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So, the play caller from here on out, got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. Blake Martinez, the Giants' leading tackler last year, in to make the stop there. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Flacco. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him off to each defender.
What the hell?
Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
I did not throw to him.
The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
And they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Jones. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Again, he'll drop to throw. To Barkley on the check.
I didn't duck him.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Who hit him?
They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Back to throw again. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Darius Slay with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. Sanders a 1st down, still going. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They'll run at Sanders. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a carry for Sanders. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Here's Sanders. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, Flacco. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Flacco's throw there, complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Sanders, and he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneaking.
I don't think even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Sanders again, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their deep.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Jones to throw on 3rd down. And this one is incomplete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. $35 yards that time on the punt. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. He'll get this into the hands of Travis Fulgham. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. First and 10 here for Flacco. And that's complete to Sanders. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw again on second down. Flacco. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and it's just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now Flacco. Left side here to Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there. It leads to 4th down.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Throwing Jones. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. The loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on 1st down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Dak Prescott, terrific in the win, as his guys up their mark to 7-4 with the victory. Next, we'll visit the other team in Texas as we head down I-45 to check on the Texans at home in Houston. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. The number 2 overall pick back in April, Zach Wilson, with 2 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucks. Antonio Brown, a touchdown reception. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And they were able to find some success running the football, which is something they'll need to continue to do in a close game like this one. Meanwhile, for the Giants, here's a look at their numbers throwing the football in what was a very even first half. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Joe Flacco and company heading back out onto the field. And the first half was not kind to him, and he knows that. 3 interceptions, but still tied, so kind of a clean slate.
I'd say it's a reprieve because ordinarily you throw 3 interceptions, your team should be behind. So he has to be thinking to himself, okay, I'm off the hook for that one. I have to play better for my team here in the second half.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now it's Flacco. This is Smith with a grab. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second down, back to Sanders.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Flacco to throw here on 3rd down. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run on 1st down. Ooh. Sanders. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Flacco. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now Flacco. Flush to his right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Oh, that's not a good update.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. His throw incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Jones. And that's incomplete.
The one with the dive look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
87 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set, and that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams, but when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Flacco, and on the catch right side, this is Sanders.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. To pass, Flacco. Right side taken in by Fulgham. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Let's go.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Flacco. Floating one, incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Right back to him on 1st down. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Ertz has it left side. And he's taken down inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Another run here with Sanders. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A break from the ground game here. Flacco. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough task here, though. 3rd and long. Here's Flacco. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stopped it all short.
The kick by Elliott is good. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. He'll get this one to Galladay. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go to Barkley again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
I don't know about that one.
An impressive 31-yard gain.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Yeah, you got them both.
So how about about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Gano the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return, Boston Scott. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Throwing here on 1st down, Flacco. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. They'll go again with Sanders. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 142 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That's going to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Oh, they had the momentum.
They'll run on 1st down.
Oh, they got that touchdown.
Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Passing play, Flacco. And he finds the tight end, Rodgers. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. On 1st down. It's Sanders, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Another run with Sanders, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
I'm going back to you.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. third down. They turn to Sanders. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. Now Flacco. It's caught. Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Flacco. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. He was hoping to get that to John Hightower, but it'll be second down. Setting to throw, Flacco. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Pressure mounting. Flacco. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Flacco to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to get the football back. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go, and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Giants, the win is a good one for morale, but little else as they move to 3-8. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.